I was looking at Mr. Riga's chart and I noticed he was treated several years ago for arrhythmia.
Yes, I remember Mr. Riga mentioning that.
It's not part of his current diagnosis. Noting it in the chart as a comorbidity is important if complications develop. If Mr. Riga is going to have a stent placed, the arrhythmia could impact management of his care. It might even be enough to warrant an overnight stay.
Yes, I know it's important. But documentation is hard, sometimes even harder than providing the care. I feel like I spend more time at the computer than with the patients.
When I think about why I should take time to be clearer in my documentation, it's not because I want to be rewarded by the administration. I document well because the hospital and clinicians should get credit for all the work we do. If you don't document well, you end up with two realities: what actually happened and what the medical record reports what happened.
How bad could that be?
Poor documentation leads us to a place between reality and fantasy, between billing and denied claims, where the work of physicians can disappear, never to be found again. A place we call the bad documentation zone. The medical record is scoured by all kinds of reviewers whose only picture is what's in the record, not what we actually did. I remember a patient that required a lot of time and tests to work up a potential bleeding ulcer. But I didn't properly document the working diagnosis and the testing and procedures required, and the record showed something a little different. The bad medical record showed only a patient with mild reflux.
Okay, I'm beginning to see.
The secondary diagnoses of the patient should be noted, as they can factor into the patient's outcome and could impact their length of stay and intensity of services. I remember an elderly patient with multiple comorbidities who required a high level of care, but the medical record didn't exactly reflect that reality.
That's great advice, but it still seems like I'm going to have to do more documentation, and time is the issue.
I try to think about things that I document in the chart that are not related to continuity of care or justification for services, and I eliminate them. For outpatient services, I work with the staff to outline the medical review policies for certain expensive tests and procedures that I commonly order or perform, so I can make sure we meet all the coverage requirements. Also, I think about what and how things get duplicated in the chart and how to cut down on duplicate entries. Document smarter, not harder. Otherwise, you'll end up in the bad documentation zone.
Dr. Palmetto. Dr. Palmetto. Something's not right here. Help! Get me out of here! Help!